season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are we going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Great.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
First down and goal to go.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brought down.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd and goal, Newton, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12. That's the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins nothing.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. This is Breida. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Jarrell Casey plays this game with passion and aggression as well as great intelligence, and he's been awfully consistent as well. At least 5 sacks each year since 2013. 9 seasons previously in Tennessee. The last 5 as a Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Benjamin. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Check, tight right, tight right, tight right. Solo out there, check that out, out there. 3 down, 3 down.
Off play action. Huntley. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Mike 20, Mike 20. 8. Lucky. Check 24, check 24.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He completes this to Sutton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
That's all. Dominated, boys. Dominated.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, defense, let's go. Watch 20.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Great. I'm going back to you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, D-line.
Throwing again is Newton. Being chased out left. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 43-yard line.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Now Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
Tua sets up to pass it. And Wilson has it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball out of the backfield and move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Flushed out right. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 20.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. 8. We take the wins home. Hey, Mike.
From the gun, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Keep it up, guys. Hey, Mike, express. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch the slate. 8. 6. Get it.
Here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
22-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
The 1st down pass.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action, because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Second down at 7. Throwing is Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's third down.
Third down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the gun, Newton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 17-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton throwing again. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Third down and 8.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Open man, It's Preston Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. Able to locate Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking downfield for Dez. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the second down throw on target. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But it brings up third down.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. He can run for it. And Tua hit, and the ball is out. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Preston Williams. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Offensively, they're going to